After a sandwich, I get all like, bleh.
Yeah, I know. Your mouth is all tired
It's
from
all
all the
tired
bread
from
and
all the
meat.
chewing. And
It's got to make words. That's stupid.
That's dumb. What's up, nerds? Welcome to Legends Reroll, the TCRPG podcast where we role play through classic stories. For our second season, we are reimagining Lewis's Carol's Alice's Adventures in Wonderland and Through the Looking Glass. I am your DM, Celine Trella, and joining me we have Ted Sikora as Korvis.
That was a lot.
Monica Galarza as Stevie Harrington.
So fast.
Sean Dougherty as Quip Buttfore.
Fun fact, if you are in a formal setting, a haboob is called a habreast.
And Jake DiBlasi as Malcolm Glass.
Wow, I'm stunned.
Last time...
Good intro. I like
Thank you. Last time, the Misfits' plans fell nicely into place. Quip and Mal used mirror magic to get the Punchline, the magical weapon of the wild card. Stevie played Capture the Flag and stood up to an old bully. Korvis was questioned by the heart cards about mustaches and Her Majesty.
They mustache you a question.
To get...
But they'll shave it for later.
Nice.
Finally, Alice and Nigel helped Quip to make a deal with another bill to get Blorb, the magical orb and final piece of the wild card puzzle.
Ooh.
Oh.
So wild, so hard.
So, for the audience, the Warhammer is a +2 Warhammer that is versatile, can be thrown up to 30 feet, and returns to you automatically. If you crit, your opponent must make a DC 15 Constitution save or be knocked prone until the end of their next turn. You can also make an additional bonus action attack. Once per combat, you can add a second level smite.
Dope.
The orb has...
Blorb.
Blorb.
Blurb.
My
Blorb
bad.
the orb.
Blorb is the magic orb. It has bonus proficiency. Oh my god.
Double.
Double.
You know what? I'm going to do this. So Blorb is my magical orb. I get double proficiency charges per day. Gives me access to minor illusion, rope trick, absorb elements, major image, and death ward. 1 charge per spell level.
Similar idea from the previous morning where there is like a continental breakfast spread in your room. You have a note this time telling everyone that the games take place in the arena on the south side lawn. Meet there at 11 a.m. And if you have a completed deck that you wish to enter into the games, to make sure you see the office person.
Yes.
I'm going to say, let's make it Lenny. You got to go talk to Lenny to get registered and in place for the games. Other than that, this morning time is up to you. If there's any planning you wanted to do, any touching base.
What time do we have to be there again?
11.
What time?
11. I know the last one was...
It was like when the half past when the flamingos fly through a rainbow and something's ivory. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it's still that, but like, you know, that
very
means
straightforward.
Well, you know that's what that means now, so I didn't think I had to go through the whole description.
How did we like
If it makes you feel better, it's when the carrots protrude from underneath the earth and the ravens caw thrice on the right side.
Got it.
Yeah, that's
about 11.
It's about 11.
Yeah.
It's about 11.
Yeah.
I don't know if that meant 11 every the same day. Like, it could be different
Every
each
11.
day.
Like, technically, we want to be there like 10:50.
So before the carrots protrude.
Yeah, a little bit.
When the crow has only cawed twice.
Got it.
At the latest.
On the left side.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Different.
On the left. So, I don't have anything in particular I wanted to do today except for overthrow a kingdom. So, I was ready to go right to it.
All right.
Roodey's limbering up.
Would everybody like to join me for some morning stretches?
Actually, that's probably good.
We could do. Okay, ready? Here we go. We're gonna do a little jog around the room.
Around the room.
And
And 1, 2,
I'm
up,
in.
up, and jumping jack. Here we go. 1, and 2, and 3, and 4.
I also like wacky jacks. They're great because they're wacky. Ooh, you see? I'm doing it
I like
weirder.
them better.
And you guys do a series of morning stretches to make sure you're ready for the game day.
Ready and limber.
Stevie is just eating her grapes and mildly amused by Quip and Roodey.
I
Listen,
don't...
if you get a cramp later, that's not my fault.
Okay.
Okay.
Stevie stretches one leg out, stretches the other leg out, and then says, I'm good.
Cool. I've never had jack-o'-lantern legs, so I don't know how they work.
Yeah. Malcolm ties his boots. He reties his boots.
We didn't roleplay it, but you got your card from Nigel and how he looks like the same as Roodey and Katharina.
Oh, hell yeah.
With the prongs.
We love
Crack.
We love Nigel.
Yeah.
Not as much as Sven, but
No one can replace
Too
that.
soon.
Yeah.
Too soon.
And yeah.
Crack.
Yeah.
You still got that curtain that I was going to ask you to make a cloak?
You mean my cloak? Yes. Yes, I do.
Okay, can you make that 3 smaller cloaks?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
why?
Because I want Nigel, Katwuna, and Roodey to be cloaked so no one sees that they're already my cards. And I want Crack in the map case.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be a little melodramatic about this, guys. Just letting you know.
I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
All right, buddy. No problem.
Thanks.
So he proceeds and makes the cloaks and hops into the map case.
All right.
Hops himself in.
So let's head on over, guys. I am going to put back on my super cool sunglasses.
Woo!
But here's the thing.
Yeah.
I am going to put on the crown of the wild card.
Okay.
And then cast Disguise Self so I look like myself not wearing the crown of the wild card. As
very
we
cool.
as we head out.
All right. You guys head out, and most of the aristocracy and all the people in attendance are going through the main entranceway of the arena to start, filling in the stands. You can see there's like a betting office where some people are placing bets on which suit they think are going to win, what games, etc. You see the card soldiers and decks themselves are kind of squatting up outside and like getting into their formations and like army style, like going into their own areas of the arena to prepare for the battle.
Gotcha.
Their locker room, so to speak.
Obviously.
Next to the main entryway, there is a small window box office, and it has a little sign on top with like flashing light, but like only half of them are kind of working, like an old busted like neon sign that just says office. Nobody is there.
Cool.
Like there's a person in the office, but nobody is lining up to like sign up their decks for the game. Because if you remember, aristocracy could sign up to participate if they had completed a deck the day before.
Yeah.
Never in all of history has anybody been able to complete a deck to participate in the games.
Oh, I did not know that.
It is purposefully kind of hard to do so that the cards, they're kind of elitist about it.
No.
Right? I know,
Really?
these guys.
Wow, I didn't pick up on that. Very subtle.
So, as you approach that office, there is a 2 sitting, and he's just...
Is there a form on the desk?
Yep.
Cool. I don't even wake him up. I just reach in and take the form.
Okay.
And I'm going to fill it out and put it right back without waking him.
Okay.
And then head into the main arena.
Okay.
So, my magic friends.
Yeah.
Any of you got anything that can make me real loud? Like magic that'll make me real loud?
Have you tried yelling?
Yeah, it's almost hard for me not to. Would you believe it?
No. Nope.
Alright. I gotta count my muchness, because I might burn some for funsies.
And Quip, you would know that standard game day kind of procedure is everybody gets seated, the horns will blast, kind of like opening of the Olympics where like the decks will come out, the queens will go onto their podiums, there'll be like the official announcement of the start of the games, and then everybody would disperse and get like the field would get set.
All right, cool.
So that's what you know is going to happen if you don't do anything to change that.
Cool.
Which podium do I go to?
You stay right next to me, bud.
Okay. Well,
You are not safe, remember?
yeah, but like the queens go out on the podium.
Yeah, not yet. Not
Okay,
yet,
okay.
not yet.
All right.
Like genuinely, they might. Never mind. So I am going to wait with these guys patiently until it seems like people are about like getting ready to dial down and take their seats. And then I'm gonna go up to one of the trumpeters and just be like, "I need to borrow this real quick," and take his trumpet.
Oh, okay. Make an opposed athletics.
Really? You're gonna make me roll?
Yes. Yes, I am. You got a 5.
I start with a +7.
You got it.
As the crowd starts to mull around and due to, I'm going to use my music proficiency to make a fanfare for myself.
Ooh.
I got a little carried away and then realized what I was doing and then stopped.
Yeah. Everybody hushes and like looks to the field expectantly for the cards to come out and the game day to start.
Mm-hmm. And I walk into the middle of the field.
Oh. And everybody, you hear some like murmuring, like, what's he doing down there?
I'm gonna burn a muchness to cast thaumaturgy on myself.
Oh.
So my voice booms 3 times as loud, and as everyone in this room knows, if my voice gets 3 times as loud, everyone hears it. So I am going to say, Your Majesties, we had a deal that whoever brought me my brother, I would fight in their deck. Have any of you, especially you, Your Majesty, Queen of Hearts and ruler of this kingdom, have you been able to bring my brother?
She does a clap, staring at you, and a 10 leading what looks like Crack in chains.
Crack!
Brother!
Ooh, this is gonna start our alliance on a strange note, my queen. And then I will unsling my map case, take off the top, and shake out Crack.
Very Willy Wonka, like, does a tumble, does some somersaults, and comes back up and is just like, Hi, Queenie.
Now!
Big gasp in the crowd.
And I have a deck completed. And I hereby challenge you for the title, and then I drop my minor illusion, of the wild card.
Big gasp. A lot of the cards are like kind of confused as to what's happening since the queens have tried to keep the wild card a hidden thing. So like they're muttering around like, what is that? What? Can he do that? Is he allowed?
Quip's instinct is to then explain what it is. Be like, oh no, well, what it is, but he's also a performer, and he knows not to ruin this moment with words.
The queens all kind of narrow their eyes and like whisper side by side to each other, and the Queen of Hearts stands up, hand on her sword, comes forward, and her voice carries throughout.
Very well. To your doom you walk.
Doom, doom.
Whoa! I didn't realize the sword was gonna confirm what she said. Doom, doom, yeah.
Anybody who was on the field clears out.
Misfits.
Assemble.
Right? I didn't do it.
Didn't do it.
Come on down.
First, you see the Queen of Clubs stand up and goes,
Your first game?
Mm-hmm. And while she's talking, I reach into my hammer space and pull out the orb.
Blackjack.
and on the field, it kind of, almost like a pop-up book, like simulation, the field terrain changes, and you see the arena fills with stalls and carts and crates and barrels, and the terrain changes a little bit. On either side of the field is a plinth with a chair where the commander will sit. So Quip, you would take one of those seats, and the Queen of Clubs makes her way down and takes her seat. And each of you, you see she pulls out a deck box of her own and puts it down. As you pull out your deck, all of the cards for the deck, then like sports sides, there is like a bench where everybody goes and sits.
Oh, okay, cool. Great.
So at this point, let's go over the game day rules, friends. Here's how this works. The mechanics of the game never change. It is basic D&D combat. You are trying to knock people to 0 HP. Okay. That is always your move. However, the target that you're trying to hit might change depending on the game. When you drop an opposing card to 0 HP, you play that card.
Okay.
For example, we're playing blackjack.
Right.
Both me and Sean will pull 4 random cards from our decks. Those are the players on the field. There's never more than 4 players on a field for each team. For blackjack, you have 3 rounds of combat to make the best blackjack hand that you can. Whoever ends with the best hand wins that game. If you hit blackjack, the game automatically ends and you win.
Oh, great.
When a card is played, it is removed from the field. The next turn that card would have, a new card spawns. And a new player enters the field. So there's always going to be 4 on the field. There might be like a turn or 2 where there's only 3 until that new one spawns. Make sense?
Yeah.
Again, the objective is always to knock someone to 0 HP. Depending on the game that we play, when we hit each one, I will go over the rules for that game in particular.
Okay.
So your target is just going to change. That's it. You can, little additional rule is anyone can make a reaction move. You can make a dex check to try and take the damage for one of your teammates. So say I'm about to hit blackjack by taking out this card, and one of you guys is within 10 feet of that card, you can use your reaction to try to take that damage instead, so I don't get to play that card.
Okay.
And it stops me from hitting the blackjack.
Okay.
Or, depending on your value, it makes me bust. You know what I mean? So you can kind of wiggle room in there. The only other thing you need to know is, at the beginning of each game, your health will reset.
Okay.
Any abilities that you use are used.
Okay. I was about to be like, also reset?
No, not also reset. So you still have whatever you have for that day, that long rest. You also we're not using your HP. Depending on your card value determines how much health you have in the game.
Okay.
2 to 4 only has 5 HP. 5 to 7 has 10. 8 and 9 has 15. Then each of the court members have their own numbers. So 10 is 20, Jack is 25, Ace is 30, King is 30, and Queen is 45.
Ha.
So once that number drops, you leave.
Oh, Mal, you're the beefy boy.
That's right.
For once.
I'm as beefy as they get around here.
On the field, each new player will respawn in the same place, kind of like a video game.
Okay.
So what Sean has is I made little kind of character sheets for each of the NPCs in the deck.
All right.
They're pretty straightforward. I don't think you guys will have any issue. So Sean will, when characters get spawned, if your character isn't one of them, he will hand you one of the NPCs on the field, so you're still participating in the game.
Okay.
When the field changes, whatever is on the map is actually there.
Right.
So where you've spawned, so basically like when we do the card pull, the characters who are sitting on the benches will like vanish and reappear on the field.
In those spots.
Okay. So if we're on a booth, you are 10 feet up in the air.
Okay.
On top of the booth. So everything you see on the map is actually there. And you see the Queen's deck is a mishmash of all the different suits.
Put me in, coach.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
I'm ready to spirit guardian.
So, Quip sitting up in his chair, deck box on the arm, in the chair's arm, and very Yu-Gi-Moto. 2 fingers, flips up 4 cards, spreads them out, and slaps them down on his table. A 7, a 4, a 6, and a 9. Oh no!
Shovel those good ones.
I did.
So that
is Bill.
Yep.
Giving Bill to Jake.
Oh, great.
4.
I have 5 health.
Susan. Ted, you're getting Susan. Nigel. For Monica.
Okay.
And I will be the Dormouse. So before we start, I'm going to hand Nigel Richter my frying pan.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's all the same stats, nothing changes for you, but I'm gonna look at him in the eyes. For Sven. And I hand him Richter.
He takes it and kind of does like the tester, tosses it up, grabs it, does a few swings.
Oh, and even though it looks like it's mad at you, it's not.
No, it's mad at my enemy.
Yes.
Yeah.
And mad for pancakes, but that's different.
All right, and then the Queen calmly pulls from her deck and plays her cards, very royal in her hands.
Very demure.
Very demure. And
Very
she pulls Jack of Hearts, King of Spades,
No.
10 of Clubs, 4 of Diamonds.
Okay.
Right.
So,
Right. Okay.
Hell yeah!
entering the field, you guys see a Jack who... Have any of you seen the Gwyneth Paltrow, Emma?
Yes.
Okay, you know Ewan McGregor? So think like Regency attire, but like with really bad hair. Like it looks like he's wearing a really bad wig. And he's very like, ooh, floofy energy.
Sounds right.
Yeah, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
You see King of Spades who comes walking out, and he's like, low-key like Shadow Daddy vibes. Like, he's like kind of ripped and tattooed.
Okay.
The 10 has a very large curly Q mustache.
Okay.
And the 4, you see a 4 comes out and like she looks nonplussed and is chewing gum and like blowing bubbles, and it's just like, I guess we're gonna fight now.
It's Fortney. Got it.
Yeah, Fortney. All right.
Inspiration, Jake.
Oh, thanks.
All of these players appear in the arena, and the Queen of Hearts, watching from her podium, gives another doom doom with her sword, and you hear that initiating the start of the game. Everybody roll initiative.
Everyone go for mustache.
Okay.
Did everybody roll their initiative?
Yes.
Okay, so first up is Bill. What is your initiative?
21.
Nice. Susan.
16.
Okay. Dormouse is
8.
okay. And then Nigel.
18.
Nice.
Nice. Okay. So the order of initiative is gonna go Bill,
Yeah.
Nigel, Susan, my Jack, my 10, my 4, Dormouse, then my king. Or Club's queen. Or the queen's king.
What?
You know what I mean.
Nope, I don't.
Do we?
But, all right. Sounds like a great story. You can tell me about it later.
Queen's last is last.
King.
Last is last.
You said a whole lot of words.
Don't worry about it.
I caught some of them.
If your person is removed, the next card that comes up will stay in that initiative slot.
Okay.
So the initiative isn't going to change for this game.
Excellent.
Okay?
Yes.
All right, cool. So, doom, doom. The games begin. Bill starts the combat. What do we do?
Tiny Bill.
Yes. Which is 4 bills in a trench coat.
Oh, okay. Great.
In fact.
Hell yeah.
You still act as one. But
Yeah. Tiny 4 bills in a trench coat. All turn together and they all lash out. Directly next to them is the 10.
Correct.
So they are going to attempt an unarmed strike.
Okay.
That is 14 plus 5, 19.
19 will hit.
Yeah. I need them to make a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh.
Yes, Bill.
Dirty 20.
Okay, that passes and they take 4 damage.
Okay.
All right.
So
Second
my
attack. All right, 16 plus 5, 21 to hit.
The same guy?
Yes.
Yes,
All right,
hits.
I'm going to need him to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. 18.
Okay, that passes, but he will take 7 damage.
Okay.
All right, and then I'm going to do a third attack.
A third attack.
So saith my one
Multi-
action.
So
So
saith
the
the
multi-attack.
Bill.
So saith the bills.
12 plus 5, 17.
17 hits.
All right, great.
Concentration check.
Yeah. Constitution saving
Constitution,
throw, but
I mean.
yes. All right,
17.
Okay, that passes also. That is 5 more damage.
Nice. Okay.
4
Posh,
bills.
Posh Ewan McGregor and 4 bills in a trench coat.
Yes. All of
All-
like baby Bill, adolescent Bill, adult
Grandpa Bill.
Grandpa Bill.
I love it. That happens, and then it moves on to Nigel.
So it says I have, for Nigel, multi-attack is so I can do 2 firearm attacks. correct?
Yes. You can shoot your giggle gun twice.
I'm going to do that. So
Okay.
I'm going to giggle shoot.
Give him the
Give-
giggle stick.
I'm going to
the
give him the
giggle.
giggle stick. 13
To hit.
to hit.
13 does not hit.
Okay, so then I'm gonna try again.
Cool.
And that was worse.
Okay. And Nigel is unsuccessful. He's a little heartbroken because he's supposed to be avenging Sven, and he has failed.
Yeah.
It's okay. Try harder next time.
I'm sorry, Sven. I'm sorry.
But Monica gets another try because it's. Oh wait, is she Susan?
No,
Or are you
no.
Susan?
I'm not.
Said Susan.
I'm not.
You're Night. I'm Quip.
No, I'm Quip.
I'm Crack.
You're Celine.
I'm Celine.
You're everyone.
All right. So then next up is Susan.
Teleport.
Okay.
Bonus action next to this 10 over here.
Okay.
We'll make a claw attack against this. That is a 19.
19 will hit.
Take him out.
These dice. Ooh. It's 11 points of slashing damage.
You see with your claw swipes, you scratch the card face, and he vanishes.
Hell yeah.
In a good way?
In a good way.
Okay.
Played a 10.
That means that you guys currently have 10 points for your blackjack hand.
So at this point, I'm gonna look over at the Queen of Clubs and be like, "Magical cat in my deck. Do you have any magical cats in your deck?"
Boo!
Yeah.
Boo! And you hear a chorus of boos.
Yeah.
Boo.
Boo!
Imputed rage. Stew in it.
They're all very displeased.
Magic cat.
We are all quite put out.
At least you're not pudding. Got her.
All right.
I think that's all I can do.
You only have the
I
one,
think I
right?
understand that, Joe.
Yeah.
Next up is the foppish Jack. Jack is going to run up to the dormouse. He has a 40-foot movement. And he is going to attack the dormouse with a great axe.
Wow.
Oh,
What
dear.
a loser.
Seems excessive for a little mouse.
Oh,
We
dear.
like the doorman.
Oh, dear.
like this.
And that's a natural 20 against the dormouse.
No. Oh no.
Oh, dear.
Does the dormouse have anything to do?
It's gonna be real hard for you not to wipe her out in one shot.
Yeah, her HP is 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even going to finish doing all of the damage. She's out.
Yeah. Oh no.
Cool. So I have 7 in my hand, and then it can return to the bottom of the deck.
Okay.
So that's that, and then that was only one attack. Okay, so then he is going to then use a javelin attack
What?
against Nigel. Does a 21 hit Nigel?
Yes, it does.
Cool. So then Nigel is gonna take 17 points of damage.
Oh God.
So I think that removes Nigel from the field as well.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Sven. Didn't even get to use
So
Richter.
I am at 16. So next is my 10 who died. So we respawn, and a 9 appears on the field. This 9, you see it has rougher paper and texture, and underneath the fibers of the cardstock, there's like bits of like plant and a stick and like things like that. And you can see that he is made of recycled paper.
Aww.
Yeah, very eco-friendly.
Love that.
The pikes are conscious about the environment, you know?
Good to know.
So this 9 is going to... Yeah, it's going to use its movement speed to run over to the cart. They're going to run up and climb up next to Bill on top and are going to attack.
All right.
19 on the die.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay. So that's going to be 7 points of damage.
Yeah, feels done.
Bill's done. So that puts the queen, you see the Queen of Clubs smile as their score, we would say there's like scoreboards on either side of the arena, as theirs ticks to a 20.
At that point, you see Quip laugh real hard.
Okay.
It's the only way they can get blackjack is taking out our ace, who is not on the field. And we, still sitting pretty at 10, have plenty of opportunity ahead of ourselves.
Okay. So next is my 4, who is simply going to, if he's up, let's say 5, that's going to be 10 to get down. he's gonna run away and go over here. The 4 who's chewing gum is just like, so we're done? What do I do? And the queen looks at her and is just like, don't let them hit you, you fool. And she's like, and chews the gum, blows the bomb, runs away and takes the dodge action.
All right.
Then it is Dormouse.
All right, so Dormouse is dead, and on the field appears Crack. Oh, you all done fucked up now, he says. This is the king and the jack?
Correct.
Yeah.
The king
Jack.
is Toki, the jack is Highlighter. You, the tattooed king, and the foppish crack.
The Shadow Daddy.
Yeah. Pike's king, they're the war guys.
Crack dashes from one side of the field to the other
In a blur.
to try and get within 5 feet. Actually, no. I'm going to change what I did a little bit.
Okay.
I took an extra 5 feet to not provoke an attack of opportunity from this guy.
I agree.
I'm going to go through it and just eat it.
And just eat it?
Just
Alright,
eat it,
so
baby.
the 9 is going to...
Ooh, sorry. Bonus action rage before I did all that.
Love that. Love that for Crack. So my eco-friendly 9 is gonna swing and miss.
All right. And then I got over to the chewing gum girl.
Uh-huh.
And
Ow! Ow! Ow!
I'm going to action surge and attack twice. I'm going to attack recklessly, so I have advantage, which will counteract the dodge.
Okay. Cool.
And we gotta just hope something fortuitous spawns.
Fortuitous?
We're like
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Oh, and I'm looking at Crack's character sheet.
Mm-hmm.
He already has a Maul of Warning.
Oh, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. That's the one you got.
So I was gonna say, can he get a different weapon and then just give it to someone else?
Sure.
Cool. So yeah, I'll give it to Korvis. Now has a Dagger of Warning.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, roll
Sweet.
your damage.
He's done.
Ha! Max damage.
Hell yeah.
Fortney.
And Fortney blows a giant bubble as your maul comes down and it pops through the gum and smashes into her face. And as she falls and hits the ground, she disappears and respawns on the bench
Hell yeah.
on the side of the field.
I still got one more attack.
Cool.
So he's gonna pull out a hand axe and then throw it over to at.
No.
That's a 14. We don't need 9.
We need.
Oh, duh.
Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Done, man.
Okay, I'm done.
So we just hope that this is not an 8 or a 10 in here.
Yeah, otherwise we're going to be here for... We lose.
Yeah.
So then it jumps to the Shadow Daddy King.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
He's going to hang there and take the dodge action.
All right.
So then it jumps back. So that was round 1. So second round of combat, it goes to Bill, who died and now needs new character respawn.
Gloriously, he died.
Descending from the sky, because they weren't previously here, you see a human monstrous butterfly with many legs and arms and elongated and claws and like a row of dripping teeth and fangs and giant butterfly wings and land down on the ground in your spawn corner.
Dope.
And lets out a like Godzilla.
Hey, Mr. Caterpillar, who is now a moth? Moth, butterfly, can't tell. Thank you.
He blows a smoke ring in your direction as a hello.
Ah, nice guy. I have always thought that moths were just working class butterflies,
All right, cool. He is going to fly up and forward about 50 feet because he can fly. And then he is going to ready a reaction to attack the person who respawns on the other team
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
with his acid spit.
Nice. Okay.
He just flies right over the
Yeah.
king.
Yep, just flies.
With his tattoos.
All right, cool. Next up is Nigel, who also was played, so a new card respawns for you guys. And Alice enters the field.
Ooh.
I'm so excited
Imagine
to play.
if we all ended up on the field at the same time.
Alice is a 10th level spellcaster with a lot of spells.
Okay.
You can have crack. Crack hits twice.
I'll take crack.
Crack hits twice.
That's fair.
Okay, so Alice.
Oh, yeah. I'm here on the field, and it's so lovely to be here.
Well,
I love your Alice impression.
I don't
Thank
Me
you.
either.
It's a go.
You like merged Alice and Fortney.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm like having a good time because I'm a big space princess.
Yeah, I was about to be LSD.
Ooh, I have one
The best
thing I
princess.
gotta look up. Crown of Madness. Can you upcast it to target more people?
That's a thing to do.
That's a question.
Yeah, that's my question.
That is a question. Let's find out together.
No?
I am not seeing it.
Computer.
What happens if we tie?
We'll figure that out when we get there.
Yep.
Okay. It's pretty likely.
Nope. You may not.
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
So then I am, Alice is going to cast Crown of Madness on the Jack.
Cool.
So you're gonna go, we're all a bit mad down here.
Foppish Jack only gets a 7.
Alright, so he's failed and is under the effects of Crown of Madness. I think there's a chance that they attack their friends. That's what I was going for.
So that's what Alice does.
Yep.
Awesome.
And then she's gonna move away from the spawn area.
Okay, next is Susan.
Okay.
So before Susan is the 9.
Yep.
And then there's the King and the Jack.
Yeah. All right, but those maybe be able to do this a little bit differently, but here we are. If I eliminate myself by like attacking myself to kill myself in this, do the points go to them or do they go to us? Because if I take myself out, that's 6 points that goes to them and they bust.
We talked about this 3 days ago because I asked that question.
Did we? I
Yeah.
forget. What did we say?
You said that like this is a game made for entertainment and it's not entertaining for people to hit themselves.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to hit yourself.
So,
Alright.
no. I was like,
And then also it was like it makes it too easy to fuck with other people.
Well, 'cause
especially
then,
lower
yeah.
cards have 5 HP.
So, no,
Fair.
you cannot.
All right, well, that answers that. We just read Crown of Madness.
Mhm.
You have to command them to make the attack, or
Yeah.
they have to do it on their turn?
On their turn, they
Yeah.
have to do it. And then to continue it, you have to mentally command it on your next turn.
How does that work with opportunity attacks? Because they're Crown of Madness. If I teleport in and then run away and be like, oh no!
It says at the beginning of, it says in the language of the spell that at the beginning of that
Its turn.
character's turn, that's when you can mentally command them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, but if you get in range now,
Yeah.
and then at the beginning of their next turn, Alice can then
Alice.
mentally command the king, or the Jack, sorry,
To
to
attack you.
Yeah.
attack you
Yes.
and bust
Yeah.
them. I think that's our best bet.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so you guys see Susan.
What a Susan-y move, Ted.
Yeah.
Yep, and she starts like winding between the Jack's legs.
Mm-hmm.
But like in the awkward Susan like slither way where it's like awkward and like going up and like snaking around the legs.
It's like borderline sexual, but it's a cat, so it's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so it's very nice.
I mean, why not? Well, so I have, not that it would matter, but I have 40 feet of movement, so I would teleport and then just be like, back and forth, trying to see if it'll
just keep hopping
just
back
keep,
and
yeah,
forth.
be like, you could hit me,
Yeah,
you could hit me, yeah, no, yeah, okay, yeah, basically.
Cool. Yeah, because right now, if you were to move out, I would just say the Jack doesn't take his opportunity.
Yeah, that's
Well, I
fair.
give him 8 tries to do that, just in case he changes
Just to
his
say-
mind,
just to
yeah.
say- All right, cool.
See if you can
As a Susan
annoy
line.
him into
Into it,
attacking
yeah,
you.
exactly.
All right, beautiful. Next is the Jack.
Oh, Alice will command him to attack the dormouse.
Susan.
Susan.
Got it.
The Susan.
Dinah.
He swings his great axe and gets a 21.
Oh no, that hits.
Oh no! Oh no! Let's see how much damage. 9 points of damage on Susan.
Susan has 1 HP.
God damn it!
This Jack has multi-attack.
Great, we love that.
Good. That's
Do it.
Do it.
Freaking
Do it. Just do it.
Just
15 to hit.
15 hits.
Nice.
Okay, so
Susan.
Susan disappears,
Enjoy
and
your 6 points.
6, you see the club scoreboard go from a 20, jumps to a 26, and then explodes. And the queen of clubs starts like throwing a temper tantrum, and it's just like, woo! Woo! And at this point, the queen of diamonds stands up on the big queen podium and claps and goes, "No game." And you see her walk up to, there's like a podium by their sitting area, and you see her flip big pages of a book, and as she flips, the arena does that simulation and resets. All the players on the field disappear.
And
Hold on. What I hold.
Poker. Fancy little trick, you
Damn.
two. That's some synergy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
I had to do that.
That was beautiful.
I don't see how else that would have worked.
All right. You see the arena change, and that kind of marketplace paper mache vibe goes away because it's like a pop-up book. That's
Right.
the idea.
Yeah.
And instead, you see more rocky terrain, big boulders. There's a couple of glowing crystals and like hidey hole kind of areas.
Yeah.
Everyone on the field stays
Everyone
on
on
the
the field stays on
I'm
the
just
field.
getting Ted a new one because what's her face died.
Yeah, Susan.
Okay, just making sure.
Thank you.
So
Susan.
Ted,
Stay the way.
Am I coming out?
Rudy.
Oh, God.
I'm coming for you. I'm gonna save the day.
Back to our roots, buddy. You and me versus Queenie.
Yeah, Clippy.
Hey, Queenie. Hey, Queenie. Queenie.
Yes.
Hey, Queenie.
Quip. Yes, Quip.
How does it feel to know that you had me and the card box in your throne room and you didn't notice and sent me out into the world to find the others? You feel good or bad? You can just say one word, good or bad. It's bad, right? It feels bad. Do you feel bad?
You just see some steam.
You should
well,
feel
not
bad.
steam, but like hot air.
Yeah.
come out of
Other
her
queens, this is all kind of her fault. If she had stopped me before I left the card wall, none of this would have happened.
And she declares the next game to be Slapjack.
Oh no.
Slapjack.
So the Jacks are already on the field. The point of Slapjack is by the end of 3 rounds, you want to have dealt the most damage to the opposing Jack. So my team is going to try to hit your Jack as much as we can, as hard as we can. And you guys are going to try to hit my Jack as much and as hard as you can. Whoever does the most total damage by the end wins Slapjack.
Okay.
Heard?
Heard.
Bird.
Cool. All
Yes,
right.
chef.
Yeah,
So-
chef.
Oh, so this is water.
Yeah, I'm going to say that's
Excellent.
water. But it's a pop-up book, so
Oh,
it's like
so it's-
blue streamers.
Sure, yeah.
Everybody, roll initiative.
Okay, so different initiative.
Am I-
Different initiative for each game.
Are we still the same
Yeah, you're still
characters?
crack.
18 for the caterpillar.
So Alice,
4 total.
4 total. Crack,
Crack is 11. Sorry.
11. Rudy.
19.
Nice, Rudy. And Cool.
Caterpillar is terrifying visually.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm glad he's on my team. 'Cause they just have cards, and I have an eclectic group of monsters and heroes.
Yep.
And Rudy. Yeah. Katwuna seems nice.
Oh, Katwuna.
Katwuna.
You guys see, in addition to the Foppish Jack, the Shadow Daddy King, and the Recycled Paper 9, a 2 on the field. He will go first, and as he moves, you will notice he like prances.
Oh, a prancing too.
Yes, he does a little prance. Your initiative order is going to go Prancing 2, then Rudy, then Caterpillar, then Recycled 9, then Crack,
I'm Crack.
Perfect. Then Shadow Daddy King. Then Foppish Jack. And then Alice.
Ah, so the targets go last.
Once again, there's a doom doom and a brr, 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 and the game begins.
Hell yeah.
Love the Crack energy from you, Monica.
Good.
Loving it.
Good.
Okay.
Crack, I'm so goddamn proud of you right now.
I'm just
Thanks,
gonna-
brother.
Which one is the
It's good
Jack?
crack, honestly.
Highlighter.
Highlighter. Great.
My Prancing 2, he is going to shoot a short bow at Alice.
Ugh.
Will a 18 hit Alice?
18 will.
Okay.
Does Alice have shield?
She does not. How much damage?
5. Cool. So then that's all the 2 can do. So next is Roodey. All right, Roodey, what are we doing?
Try to jack him up.
17 to hit.
17 to
Good one, Jake.
hit.
Thanks.
Ooh.
You want to get jacked up, not jacked off.
Whoa! One way to win a fight.
It's a stressful
You said
day.
17?
I did.
17 hits.
Imagine if that was your strategy.
7 points of damage.
7 points of damage on my Jack. Cool. Is that it?
Yep.
Right? I didn't give him multi-attack?
Mm-mm.
You're welcome, Jake.
No, of course not.
Crap, I'm doing it. I'm running it. Here we go, baby.
Do it!
Charge.
Close enough.
Okay, cool. Next is Caterpillar.
The caterpillar will fly. Because he's just terrifying. He is a 15-foot cone, so he is going to hit
Shadow Daddy?
Shadow Daddy and the Jack with his giggle breath.
Nice.
So they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
It's real skunky giggle breath, guys.
The Jack will only get a 5.
Okay, he fails.
Mm-hmm. And then the King is only going to get a 4.
Okay, so he also fails. So they
Okay.
both fall to the ground prone.
Okay.
Yes, they are laughing and incapacitated.
Okay.
So at the end of each of their turns, they can retake that. And then the caterpillar is going to swoop down next to yonder 9.
Okay. Nice.
That's his whole turn.
Lovely.
I
All
thought so. I
right.
thought it was a pretty good one.
So next is the 9. So the 9. Terrifying. How does that sound in your ears?
That was fine. It's when I make a noise, it doesn't bother me. It's when other
I
people
see.
do.
Tee-hee. Tee-hee-hee. Okay. The 9 is going to... He's got a spear in one hand, shield in the other, and you see him take the spear and kind of direct it towards where the Jack is, while his other arm is holding up the shield towards the caterpillar.
Okay.
And you see a little vortex of frost appear and then shoot out towards Alice. 11 to hit. Oh, not 11. 21.
20,000.
Big difference.
Those are different numbers.
Asshole
Those are
DM.
different numbers.
Yeah, that hits.
Cool.
Oh no.
So you are going to take 8 points of damage. Also, Alice's movement is reduced by 10 feet until my 9's next turn.
Cool. Thank you for letting me know.
Next is Crack.
I'm Crack.
Yeah.
And which one is their Jack?
Highlighter.
Highlighter. He is
Highlighter
currently
is
knocked
right
prone.
Okay.
Or incapacitated.
So on
And prone.
And prone. Both.
Ball of warning
Oh yeah.
to
Twice.
Hell yeah. Do it.
You have advantage because he's prone.
sweet. So that's going to be a yucky 20 on the die to hit.
Hell yeah. Definitely hits.
Okay, and then I have, what, 2d6 plus 4? 15 damage.
Okay.
And that was the
That was one. You
first
can
attack,
again.
right? I can attack again. I still have advantage.
He's still prone.
That is a nat 20.
So that's 4d6 plus 4.
Yeah.
4d6 plus 4. Sweet. 6, 10 damage.
Okay.
I rolled crappy on the
Yeah. It's gonna happen.
All right. That's it for Crack?
That's it for Crack?
That's enough.
Action,
Yeah.
2 attacks.
Sorry, I'm not as familiar with this character. I'm not as familiar with myself
No, you're
right
good.
now.
You did your action.
Not really feeling myself right now.
Feeling a little off.
All right. Then it is Shadow Daddy King. So he makes a wisdom save
At the end of his turn.
at the end. So.
That's what Shadow Daddy sound like, right?
6.
Nope.
Yep. So he continues to giggle. Hee hee hee. And we move on.
Caterpillar.
Next is the my Jack. So Foppish Jack.
At the end of his turn.
Actually, he would make one every time he takes damage.
Oh, so he gets 2 more wisdom saves.
Yes,
Okay.
Before now.
17 on the die.
Yeah. You're good.
Oh, good. Okay, so the Jack is no longer giggly. So stands up. Badoop, is going to.
Now what? Now what, you fool? You fool of a Jack.
He's going to disengage
Sure.
and run. Yeah, he's gonna run 30 feet. Run away. Oh. All right, and then it is Alice.
Alice is going to walk down the stairs into the blue streamers.
Okay.
So before I tell you what my move is,
Yeah.
I want to say 2 things.
Okay.
Number 1,
Yeah.
you built this character and this game.
Okay.
And you decided that Alice is the one who had to be the Jack.
Yeah, I did.
And you also established that Alice is one for big dick moves.
Yeah,
She likes a big dick move.
she does.
So, because of all of those things that I just said, Alice is going to cast Wall of Force.
Okay.
Wall of Force is impenetrable, cannot be dispelled, and only a disintegrate spell can affect it. I'm going to build a cage around myself, and she is going to prance and frolic about the streamers while impenetrable in her cube. It will have a top and a bottom.
Nice.
So I am perfectly contained
Encapsulated.
in a 10-foot cube for the next 10 minutes.
All right.
I already
did decide that.
have less damage than their Jack, so I think we win.
Can't take any damage.
Yeah,
Does healing count? Can you undamage your Jacks? Can any of these guys heal?
None of my guys who are on the field can.
Then I guess that's pretty much
Then
the
I
end.
guess we win.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we did it!
Yeah, buddy.
The timer runs out. Once again, the Queenie scoreboard explodes. And you hear once again the chorus of...
And then Quip yells over, "Good game, Queenie!
She is beet red in the face.
You gotta poop? Face looks like you gotta poop. You gotta build up a paper down there.
All right, and
Printer jam, am I right?"
you then see the Pikes Queen take this podium and once again flip through the book, and the board rearranges. She declares the next game, Poker. And then you hear someone from the audience go, "I barely know her."
Oh!
Boo.
All right, so Poker, I barely know her. Hee hee. So 3 random cards come out, not from either of our decks. They set the river. Our river for this round is King 10 King. Our job as the players is, by the end of the 3 rounds, whatever cards we have killed, also known as played, becomes our hand. You can use any combination of those cards and the 3 cards in the river to create the best 5-card hand you can. Did you guys roll your initiatives?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. All right, Roodey,
17.
Alice,
10.
Caterpillar,
14.
and Crack.
22.
Yeah!
Oh, yeah. All right, so Crack will be first. Doom, doom. Game begins.
Oh, yeah. Okay. We don't want them to get me. Right?
Yeah.
I'm Crack. I'm Crack.
No, you're the DM. Stop confusing us.
I'm Crack.
Yeah, everyone else can be cracked, but right now you're not.
Rick!
What?
Let me dip through my people
Yep.
and get to the Shadow Daddy King.
Hi, Shadow Daddy.
Shadow Daddy. Rage.
Celine, can you remind us the initiative order? Who goes after Monica?
So after Crack is the Foppish Jack.
Okay, because she could reckless on this too, but I don't know if that's... Do we want that?
No, I don't think we do want that.
Who goes after the Foppish Jack?
Roodey.
And then who goes after Rudy?
You're like way towards
Caterpillar.
And then who goes after the Caterpillar?
Shadow Daddy.
Shadow Daddy, and then who goes after Shadow Daddy?
The 9.
Okay, then who goes after the 9?
Alice.
Alice.
Alice is after the 9, and then it's my 2. It's the Prancing 2. It's last.
Okay, then no.
That's what I was getting at.
Yeah, no reckless
All right.
attack.
Go ahead, Monica.
All right, so I'm gonna hit the Shadow Daddy, I guess.
Yeah.
16.
Miss.
Roll again.
Okay,
Same attack.
do it again. 21.
Hits.
Nice.
Alright. Sweet, I got 6s on both of them.
Nice.
So I would be
Max damage.
16. Right? No,
Nope,
6.
plus
Sorry,
6.
18.
18.
Nice. All right.
It's half of himself.
Yeah.
Gets hit. Next is the Foppish Jack. So he is going to run over to Crack.
I was running foppish.
Yeah. Oh, I loved it. Wait. Can you do it again for the socials?
Such a foppish flourish.
And he is going to attack.
He can try.
Got a 15.
That is the number. So
Ah!
Boom.
And he's going to take 7 points of damage. So it's slashing damage, so you can have that.
you have my
Down to
pen.
3.
Can I have that?
Yeah. The next attack is going to be a 19 to hit. So he 12 half to 6. And then third attack is going to hit for 6 points half to 3. He's then going to use his bonus action, which allows any of his allies within 30 feet can use their reaction to move without provoking attacks of opportunity. So all of the cards are going to rush and surround your king.
Oh no!
Yeah, they're gonna surround Crack. Next up is good old
Rudy Fruity. Here we go.
Alright, I need the king and the 2 to make Constitution save.
And Celine, what does this attack sound like?
Quip! And it's thunder damage.
As one might have guessed.
all right. So the king, you said con?
I did.
Only a 9 for the king,
That's a fail.
Good.
and worse for the 2.
Great, that's 14 points of thunder damage to both.
Nice!
Nice. Okay.
Rudy! Hell yeah, brother!
I told you, I'm ready. I'm livered up. I'm ready to go.
Livered up.
Let's fight.
All right.
Yeah, livered up.
That is still enough to take Shadow Daddy off the board.
Nice!
And the 2.
And yeah, that is definitely enough to take the 2 off the field as
We have
well.
a king and a 2.
Is Rudy close enough to Crack that I could?
I am within 10 feet.
Well, can I like tap him on the shoulder and be like, "Way to go, Rudy"?
Not quite,
No.
but like,
You can express the sentiment without the tap.
yeah.
Okay.
You can use words.
Way to go, Rudy.
I go.
That was Rudy. Amazing turn from him. Next up is the Caterpillar.
The caterpillar is going to dive bomb the 9.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Straight up dive attack. Whee! From the heavens.
Okay. Down he flies.
13 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
Ah. Grr. That's all he's got.
Nice. Next is respawn of the king. And you see Queenie of Hearts herself appear on the bridge. And you see her with her heavy broadsword ready to go. Yeah, she's gonna close up right next to Crack.
Did you miss me, Craig?
Can't say that I did.
And you see her with her sword kind of whoosh it above her head, and you see that heart pommel start to glow, and you see glowing ink from her card stock bleed out, and Spirit Guardians.
No!
So, I need everyone but Alice.
Wait. Counterspell. From Alice.
So, you see it start to bleed out, and ghosts of beheaded cards start to take shape, raising up, and you're all like, oh no! And then in one swoop, they disappear in a cloud of red. And
Alice is gonna look over at the queen and say, "Not so fast, sweetie."
Little wave.
Her own personal hat trick.
That's for last time. Queen lets out a uproarious boo. That stops her this round.
Hell yeah, Alice!
All right. All right. So then next up is the 9. He is just going to attack Crack. I'm try to get that.
Everybody wants me.
Not the first time, brother.
Hell yeah!
First one is an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my reaction as the caterpillar to try and take that damage.
No, you're not. I am.
In fact, I'm not.
I got a 20.
You got a 20 for reaction?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So then Roodey is gonna end up taking...
Crack! That's my Rudy. I can't do it.
It's a hard voice.
He's gonna take 10 points of damage, so Roodey gets removed from the field. Ted is
exactly
like, get me out of this.
No, that was the plan. I did exactly.
That's R2. This is Celine's.
Second attack is going to miss. Third attack is going to hit.
I'm going to try and get this one.
Okay, so you need to beat an 18.
I got a 17.
So Crack is going to take 10 points of damage. But that's going to be half... No, he's not raging.
Yes, he is.
He is raging.
Still
in this one.
raging.
Okay, so he's going to take half of that, so he takes 5.
Okay.
That feels correct. That feels like the correct noise.
7 points of HP left, guys.
Yeah, we're doing our best.
Okay.
Thank you for trying.
Next up is Alice.
Okay. So Alice is going to run in next to into the whole kerfuffle,
Okay.
and then she is going to burn a sorcery point to twin spell Greater Invisibility
Ooh.
on herself
Okay.
and onto Crack.
Okay.
Then I am going to burn 2 more sorcery points to Subtle Spell. Not Subtle Spell, sorry, Quicken Spell. Now, does the queen have metal armor on her?
Yes, she has metal armor.
All right, so Alice is going to make this attack with advantage. She's going to do Shocking Grasp.
Nice. On Queenie?
On Queenie, yes. 23 to hit.
Yes.
Cool. I don't like how you hesitated.
Uh-oh.
So that's 8 points of lightning damage.
8 points of lightning.
And she does not have attacks of opportunity.
Ooh, nice.
No
Okay.
reactions.
Sorry, yes, she has no reactions. Thank you for
Specifying. Good job.
Um,
All right. Good job, Alice. New player spawns on the board for the Queen's team, and you see a...
Fanciful 8.
No.
An aggressive
You
8.
see an 8 come out and start swinging nunchucks, but as he swings them through the air, you see little pops of firework coming off of
Flashy.
it. Flashy 8.
All right.
You see a flashy... He's a diamond. They're
Yeah.
kind of flashy.
Well, it's got to shine bright.
Like a diamond.
Chaw.
He enters the field. He is going to... Yeah, he'll go up to the caterpillar. And he is going to throw daggers at you.
so he has fire-cracking nunchucks, but he's choosing
Oh wait,
not to
I lied. I
use
described him
those
as a nunchuck.
and throw
No.
daggers
Instead of throwing daggers, you see the nunchuck swing, and as he brings it over, one singular stick of firework shoots out
Love that.
towards the caterpillar,
Oh,
and it's going to be an 18 to hit. Okay, so that is going to be 12 points of damage. Caterpillar.
No, still.
Oh, okay. He's still up? I was like,
Yeah.
that sounded like a death noise.
No, that's a sad noise.
Just a sad noise?
Yeah, death noise sounds like this.
Oh, I see.
Which I imagine we'll do soon.
Yeah, probably.
He's going to do another one as another swing of the nunchuck comes around. That's gonna be a 15 to hit.
Yeah.
6 points. Oh, he's dead. Caterpillar off the field. So, going back to the top of the order, Crack.
You're invisible.
Yeah.
So I was gonna say, Crack, since you're invisible, why don't you just go like hide in them bushes so they don't know where you are?
Do you want me to attack first?
Yeah, that's fun. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hit someone first,
Swing
but then
at a
like
queen
go
with
in the bushes.
advantage. Why not, right?
Yeah.
You have advantage because you're invisible.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. So, am I still raging?
Yes.
Always.
Oh, absolutely.
Always be raging. Am I right?
I hear that, brother.
You hear Roodey call from the sideline.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do my model of warning on Queenie.
All right. You have the roll.
Fuck that bitch. 22.
That hits.
Okay.
Yep. So 5 plus 6 is 11
Okay.
damage,
Cool.
and then I'm gonna do it again. Right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Do I do that again? I do.
I
do.
I like that.
I did it
It's very cracked to just be saying this to himself as he's still going. Do I do it? I do.
Yucky 20 for my second.
Yes.
Ooh. Wow. Yes, that hits.
8 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna fuck off into the brush. Cause you can't see me.
Since we can't see, we can't do attacks of opportunity?
Correct.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stay quiet so they can't hear me either.
That's a great idea, buddy.
So now it's the Jack's turn. My foppish Jack is going to... Alice is also invisible.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's nobody on the field for him.
If someone's invisible, you can still attack them, but with disadvantage, right?
Yep.
If you can find me.
Yeah, like Crack, they have no idea where the fuck you are.
Sneak,
But
so stealth.
Alice didn't move. The Jack is going to move forward 5 feet, hoping he bumps into somebody.
Doesn't.
And then is going to swing at disadvantage on Alice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, good thing, because that was a natty 20. But they will get a 21 to hit.
That'll hit.
15 points of damage against Alice.
Woof.
Ugh.
Ugh.
And then we're going to do it again. For a natty 1.
Nice.
Love that. Love
So
that.
miss. And then the last one. Ooh, dub 5s. That's only going to be a 12 to hit.
That'll miss.
Okay, so we only get 1 hit off on Alice. So then next is Ted's initiative spot. So flip over the new character.
Hey, all right.
Korvis appears on the field as the ace gets pulled. Yeah, there he is.
When I have all my stuff, right?
They're coming on the field fresh, ready to
Who is
go.
Korvis?
I'm gonna buy them. Blow them all up.
I mean, it's a pretty good
Idea, I feel like.
I agree.
Just fireball.
It's like over here. Just get everybody.
Yes, baby.
I
All
want,
right.
like dexterity saving throws from. Ooh, hang on. Can I check? Let me check one thing because I want to
Okay.
be sure before I speak out of turn.
Yeah.
Wow, what a big change.
Right? What a crazy turn of events on the
Yeah.
field.
You throw Corvus out, and all of a sudden it's like.
I'm going to spend 3 sorcery points to empower spell that, so everybody's at disadvantage on their dexterity.
Ah!
Ooh! Ooh, baby.
Yep.
5 for Queenie.
Cool. That's a fail.
Okay. 9 got a 13.
Fail.
8 also fails. And last but not least, the 9. No,
Jack.
so 3 fails, so Jack.
Yes.
Ooh, a natty 1.
Cool. 31 points of fire damage to everybody.
Yes!
Oh no!
Oh,
And they're all carts, so I don't know what fire does to carts.
It does nothing. It does nothing different. I'm also a card. Fire's normal.
We're on a pop-up paper book.
You're right, we are. The whole place lights on fire.
This is how we burn down the whole kingdom.
Catherine's like, oh, I get it now. This is how we're burning it down.
Oh my god, it's Katuna.
Oh, I'm
We gotta
so
straighten
sorry.
that.
It's a change of life right now. I'm working on it.
It's fine. We all need adjustment periods.
So you see as the fireball hits, the 9, the 8, and the jack all instantly and reappear on the sidelines.
Mhm.
You see the queen's heart pummel stone absorb some of that damage. She definitely gets singed and her edges are looking rough. But you see that she doesn't take as much damage from the fire as you would anticipate. And in what we lovingly refer to, Jake special.
Is it Jacob special?
That's okay. I'm gonna quicken spell as a bonus action. Try to hit her again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Amazing.
So.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, so
Korvis turns his head sideways. He's like,
That's not right.
what were you doing for your second attack?
We'll do chill touch. So we're
So many cards on our side.
currently.
right now we have a straight.
We do have a straight. Yeah.
Oh my
Damn.
god.
And Korvis, as you see that heart pummel kind of light up and absorb, you hear in your brain, take it. All right.
Sword from a queen.
Do you want to move?
No.
No. Why would you? I just figured.
There's nothing left to kill.
Wild. I love
Wiped out
this.
their
At
whole
this
hand.
point, Quip will yell over to this queen. and
This
be
is
like,
the Queen of Pikes
Queen
is
of
in
Pikes,
charge.
Your Majesty, excellent battle. I would accept a resignation at this point, as we have a straight, and I don't think you can win.
You've got 8 high.
You have pair
Pair kings 8 high. I guess pair kings 10 high.
True.
She's got the river. That's.
We're in the second round, right?
Yeah. You can wipe out everyone who's on the field, and I will still win. I am doing this out of respect, as you were the queen who showed me the most.
Make a persuasion roll.
Just right now, it's only Korvis on the field too.
Yeah, it's just me.
Everybody else is invisible.
Do you have
insane
advantage on those?
I do not.
Here, have advantage.
Thank you.
Guidance.
Guidance me, babe.
I can't. I'm in combat.
I will though. 1.
18. That's a 15.
The Queen of Hearts, as you're talking to the Queen of Pikes, is gonna call out, "Don't you dare!" She's gonna roll an intimidation check against the Queen of Pikes, trying to beat your persuasion.
Fair.
She got a natural 1.
Yeah.
So
She
you
got a
see
little spanakopita left in her.
a little.
Kind of diminished the
sorry.
intimidation.
I farted over your fart sound, and it was better. Thank you.
Uh,
Well, I needed that clean fart sound
Oh, it's good
for the edit.
and you see the Pikes Queen stand up. She takes from strapped on her back her large, menacing-looking glaive and lays it down. I resign. Quip. The game is yours.
Thank you, Your Majesty. Yes. I will stand up and bow in front of my chair.
Okay.
To the,
And there's a lot of murmuring in the
like
crowd,
full-
like, "Oh my, what?"
full like breaking eye
fours.
contact.
Yeah, the fours go nuts.
Yeah.
They are. You see fours running
I think
across
they're actually
through
dating.
the stands.
I think they're dating.
Across- Damien gets a little upset.
Yeah.
Damn right.
And that concludes poker. I barely knew her. So the queen, in a fury, runs over and like shoves the Queen of Pikes off the plinth,
Oh.
the commander's chair, takes her seat, and with her sword, "Dum, dum. No game! War!"
War it is, Your Majesty.
What is it good for?
Apparently overthrowing nations.
I say absolutely nothing, but I guess that's a
I did literally have one thing it's good for.
Katuna. What does she sound like?
Oh wait. Yeah?
Yeah? Okay. Alright, I can
Just
totally.
like general positive female vibes. What's up?
Nothing. I'm totally in it. I'm
All
in
right.
it to win it, and here we are.
I just realized
I'm just gonna say my cabbages.
Yes.
Get that spell slot back.
Absolutely.
Oh my god, it's been a minute. All right, so the way that war is going to work is we're going to reset. So the cards that were on the table,
Yeah. Off the table.
we're going to take them off and we're going to reshuffle.
Reshuffle, not just put at the
decks,
bottom.
not just put at the bottom. Reshuffle them.
Sorry, Ted.
That's all right.
Sorry, bud.
That's
You
all
came out big.
You did. You won that round.
right. I did.
The way that war works is first you see everybody vanish from the field. The field change, flips to a new pop-up, and you find yourself in like a town square-esque setting.
Circular farmer's market.
There are some booths around and a statue set in the middle. The base of the statue is 5 feet up. The booths are going to be 10 feet high. We're going to make them 10 feet high. Buildings are going to be 20 feet up. As the players respawn onto the field, you notice that all of them, you can see your own teammates, but when you look across, everybody on the opposing team just looks like a shadow silhouette of a card. The way that war is going to work is when you knock one of them to their 0 HP, you won't know what they are until they're down and played. Once they are revealed, you also become revealed. Whoever the higher number is wins that war, and whoever's team takes both of those cards.
So what I was thinking for how to actually run it is I'm going to draw the 4 cards for Quip's deck over here, keep them to myself, hand you guys out the character sheets that correspond with whatever character you're playing, and just for the rest of this combat, try and use player names. Obviously, once
Try
you start...
not to give away who you're playing.
So don't
Yeah.
like if I'm Mothra, I'm not gonna go.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes. And like, you know, there's gonna be some things that are only us. Like, you know, if we get a bless from Jake, we know he's Mal, but
exactly.
like just, you know, pretend. It's pretend.
Try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're pretending.
Yeah,
Try
well,
to
that's
keep
your
it on
job
the
to
hush
pretend
and
all
hush.
these things. And can you also take me through the value card in order? Right? Is it Queen, Ace, King?
Queen, King, Ace, Jack.
Okay.
Continue.
And wild card goes where?
Oh yeah, that was something that we didn't actually talk about here, but we did talk about at home, where I could swap in for anyone when I wanted on their turn. I just haven't wanted to yet.
Yeah.
Like, I felt like I haven't needed to yet. Like,
Yeah.
you guys are in. So yeah, if any of you get into a particular pickle, or if there is some shenanigans, then Quip will down the field. And,
Does wild card take the HP of whatever card he's jumping in
Correct.
for? Okay.
I'm probably not going to do it, so it probably doesn't matter.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
The danger.
Yeah. I feel like if
I
I
was
show
gonna say, or
up...
as the wild card, do you have like the most HP?
Nah. If I show up instead of Roodey, I got 5 HP.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
he's
my
the
big
wild
arms.
card. He becomes that
He
number.
just
Yeah.
becomes that.
I got my big strong arms, and I can still do fun things, but just a 5.
We're gonna roll initiative. Don't tell me it until I ask.
Oh, good.
All right, Ted. What is your initiative?
22.
Sean,
8.
Jake,
17.
Monica.
22.
Nice. Decide between the two of you who goes first. They are rock, paper, scissoring. Hold on.
Did you hit
Paper.
yourself in the face on that one?
She did.
All right, cool.
Some could say I won.
All right. So the order will go Monica, Ted, me.
If we use Pokemon to refer to the enemy team, it's because those are the minis we use.
Thank you, Sean.
No problem.
Yeah, there's pig and cat and jellyfish and other.
Alien.
Wismer.
Alien. Okay, anyway, so then, blah, blah, blah. So Monica, Ted, me, Jake, me,
It's all about you, isn't it?
then me,
You think this is
then,
new?
guess what?
You?
Me.
Yeah. And very last.
Very last, Sean.
Ooh, Sean gets to play.
Sean does get to play. Hooray. Queen of Heart. Doom, doom. Game starts. Monica.
Okay. We don't know who any of
You don't know what any
the
of the
point.
values
so
are.
I just have
Go
to
to the nearest person and kill him.
pick one. Okay, so jellyfish person.
Jellyfish, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so
I'm gonna attack him.
roll your attack.
We're rolling with advantage.
Okay,
21 to hit.
that will hit.
Cool. 12 damage.
Cool. This card gets revealed. So both of you, the shadows drop down, and you see a 6 gets revealed.
And crack is revealed.
It's me!
The whole time.
I was here the whole time!
And you just see the 6 go. Fun. And you guys win the 6.
6, please.
Next up is Tedward.
I'm allowed to hit more than one thing, right?
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
What happened?
Oh, I guess.
we didn't think of that. Yeah, we'll figure it out then.
Cool, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna hit all 3 if I can, because I have a thing that lets me hit all 3. I'm just saying, I got plenty of characters that have this capability.
I have plenty of character who has this capability.
Uh-huh.
I would say though the highest card gets the rest. That's what I would
So if you're gonna hit multiple targets, there's a greater chance that I might win that exchange.
say. Yes.
But if you win, you get more cards.
Yes. I think that's the
I think that's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
I agree.
cool.
Cool.
I'm okay with this rule.
Yeah, I need all 3 of them to make intelligence saving throws.
Okay. What's the DC?
16.
Okay, so 1 fail. 18 on the next one. That's a pass.
Silvery barbs.
Ah,
That one's better. So 21. But you can still give the advantage.
Sure, I'm
Out.
gonna give it to Sean's character,
Yay.
whoever that is.
If you're silvery barbs, then that means.
Hey, what did we just talk about?
You're not supposed
We
to
just
do
talked about
this.
not doing this.
Alright, and then my last one fails. So 2 fails, 1 pass.
The people that fail will take 30 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
The one who succeeds will take 15 points of psychic damage.
Cool. Yeah, all 3 are revealed.
Hell yeah.
You also reveal.
Ooh.
That's a 1 though, so you know it's fine.
Ace.
Ace is high.
Celine revealed an ace.
So that means I get all of them?
Yeah.
Right?
Yep.
Cool. 4 goes onto the queen's scorecard.
Okay, good to know.
And you
good
see
to know.
the Queen of Hearts smirk. Ha! As she calls out.
All 4 of you together got 1 round on me. Very good.
All right. That's that. So then respawning onto the field, you see another shadow figure appears. This shadowy figure is going to run up to Sean's character.
Yeah.
I had to think about it for a second.
Right.
It's like, don't say quip, don't say quip. And they are going to make an attack. Does a 23 hit you?
It does.
Okay. You are going to take 11 points of damage.
All right.
Then it's going to happen again. Does a 15 hit?
It does not. My AC's a 16.
Okay.
Nice.
And then the last one will also hit
Okay.
with a 19 on the die. You are going to take another 10 points of damage.
I'm revealed.
All right.
Yeah, you win.
Then it goes to... I have nobody on the board.
No.
Correct.
So Jake, it's your turn. You can ready an attack to hit someone as soon as they spawn.
Sure. Yeah, I could do that.
If you would like.
I'm gonna ready a spell when at least 2 of my allies are back on the board.
Oh, okay, cool. All right, so then another one of the queen's people will appear. They are going to move forward until they are next to one of the stalls in the middle of the square. They are then going to make a ranged attack against Jake's character.
All right.
They are only going to get a 12.
That will miss.
Okay, and they're going to do it one more time. And they will also miss.
Good.
Then another of the queen's spawns will appear. They're going to stay where they are. Yeah, they're going to make a ranged attack on Jake's character again.
Terrible news.
But they're only going to get a 11.
Lame and misses.
Okay, and then they get one more, and that'll be a 14.
My character stands resolute.
Nice.
Yes.
All right, and then the third spawn appears. Don't you just love when they bunch up like that?
Yeah.
And they are going to move up in between where the other two spawns and is going to make a ranged attack on Drake's character.
He could do his worst.
Does a 17 hit you?
Does not.
Ooh! Alright, and this one's lower, so miss.
Ha!
Nice. Okay, then we are at Sean.
Wow, Jake's character's doing awesome.
Jake's character's doing great.
Love Jake's character.
Me too.
Jake,
Yeah.
those guys who attacked you with a ranged attack.
All three of them, yeah.
Yeah, did any of them attack twice?
Yes.
Yes.
Which ones?
They all had multi-attack, as I
there you go.
remember.
Okay. My character is going to turn invisible and move.
Oh, okay, fun. Alright. Is that all?
Yeah, I think that's enough.
Yeah, great.
Excellent.
Alright, back to the top of the round. Monica.
My character is going to hide behind something.
You're kind of hidden right now where you are to the enemies.
Okay, I'm gonna hide and then make a ranged weapon attack
Okay.
on this first guy then.
Okay.
23 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
19 damage.
Yes? No?
It's 4 plus your weapon, so you get another d6 in there.
Oh, yeah. She says so excited. Wonder who you could be.
Well, could any of us be?
Could you be cool, Celine?
I'm the coolest by your own admission.
God damn it! I hate it when you use my admissions against me.
That's why I never admit.
22 damage.
20. Okay, so both of your shadows drop. And revealed on this side is the 8 of diamonds with a sparkly nunchuck. Reveal as Stevie takes him off the board, winning you guys another 2 cards.
It's
into
me,
your-
not Crack.
No complaints,
Nice.
Stevie!
Amazing. Okay, so that takes you off the board. Next up is Tedward.
I'm going to use my reaction now to cast Aid at a 3rd level, which will give all 3 of us an extra 10 health.
Nice!
Nice. Okay, so you add that on top of whatever your card's health is.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna fire a ranged weapon attack at our pig friend over here.
Okay.
Yes, that was a natural 20.
Nice!
So I'm gonna go ahead
Hits.
and roll some damage for that. 9 points of damage. Oh, hang on, there's more. Oh, wait a minute, there's so much more.
Oh,
Silly
But
goose.
wait, there's more.
but wait, there's more.
26 points of poison damage.
Shadows drop, and you see a recycled 9.
Freddy the Five!
Freddy.
Good job, Freddy.
Good try, Freddy.
I mean, well played. It's almost
Close.
like you don't want to kill people.
I know, I had
when
my
you're
second
low.
attack.
Yeah.
One of my guys spawns, and this character is going to maneuver to up next to the stalls, and he's gonna make ranged attack on Jake's character.
Fine. Make a ranged attack on Jake's character. Jake's character can take it. He's
Eight.
been through a lot.
18 to hit.
That hits.
No.
Okay.
Definitely that one.
For 5 points of damage.
Ow! What the hell? Celine.
Okay, and I'm gonna do it again. But that one's gonna miss with an 11.
Yes.
assume?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And that is all that it does. Next is Jake's turn.
Okay. I am going to move And then I'm going to ready in action
Oh.
to cast a spell.
When?
When
what's the
more
qualifier
than
there?
one, I'm going to say when 3 people are within 15 feet of me. 3 enemies.
All right. Then it goes to my dudes. So another spawn appears.
My dude.
They are going to run up to Jake's character.
Not my character.
Yeah, your character. They are going to try to hit you with a melee attack. But only 6 to hit.
That misses.
And they're gonna
Smack. No. Stay away from
13
me.
to hit.
No.
Okay.
You can't.
They whiff it.
Good.
Nice.
Then it is my blue dude's turn.
All right.
He moves forward.
Then I cast Spirit Guardian
Yeah.
at a 4th level. And
Okay.
these guys all going to make wisdom saves.
Okay. I got a 17,
Okay. That passes.
a 5,
Oh.
and a 14.
14 fails.
Okay, so 2 fails, 1 success.
All right. 9 damage.
On
2.
48?
Yeah.
Nope. Jesus
All right.
Christ.
9 damage. It was a good move. It was a powerful move. Should have worked better than this.
Statistically, yeah.
When it gets to my turn, we'll dismiss it and summon a new one.
You're on the field.
You should.
I'm
'cause
gonna.
That was trash.
I know.
Okay. 2 of
2 of them
you
disappeared.
said 9?
Yeah.
2 of them drop shadows and get revealed. And you reveal a prancing 2 and a
Fabulous 4.
Fastidious 4?
no.
Freaky 4.
No, it's my Valley Girl.
Oh, it's a
Oh, it's
four.
Fortney.
It's Fortney.
Fortney.
Oh no, you got me.
Yeah, you're over
Come on,
here
Fortney.
because Mal got you. Good job, Mal.
Feels like a stupid waste.
Next up, Orange spawns. They are going to put me over next to Sean's character.
Whenever he's invisible.
So you don't know him there.
Oh,
So you don't know where anybody is.
all right. And that is it for that turn. Next up, Sean's character.
I take the dodge action.
Okay. You're not doing anything?
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Fair.
I am invisible.
Yeah.
I am. Yeah, I know what I'm doing.
Okay.
I'm not gonna go attack people willy-nilly if I think that I might not win the war.
All right.
So I'm waiting for an opportunity where I think I might actually win.
Okay. Just count how many cards do you guys at currently?
5, 6, 7. No, 7.
All right. I'm at 8.
Okay.
We have one more round, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Monica,
Anybody
Yes.
thrown up winning numbers?
it is your turn.
Right now, there's only those 2 on the board, right? Which one should I go for, guys?
Go for the yellow guy if you can.
Okay, I'm gonna make a ranged attack.
Okay.
19 to hit.
19 will hit.
That's gonna be 5 damage.
Shadow drops. I
No.
was gonna say 2 should not be killing anybody.
That's what I-
See, that one ate a Spirit Guardians.
It succeeded.
I know, I didn't remember.
So take off the board. Now it is
My turn.
Ted's turn. Yeah.
Oh, brother.
Where art thou?
Alright, I have 2 attacks. I guess I will shoot the pig.
Okay. Shoot the
pig.
pig.
That's a 13.
Hits.
Oh,
Yeah, 13 hits.
Good,
like
good.
crossbow. Cool. 7 points of damage.
Shadow drops. A 3 is revealed that has a bunch of holes punched out of it.
Nice!
Oh, hey.
Oh, yeah, you're
That's just...
7. Ah!
All right.
The
you guys-
Dormouse!
Dormouse takes out this card, this 3 of clubs.
That puts us at 9.
And they're at 10.
Now it is back to Queenie's turn. Okay, this guy is going to run.
So there's nowhere to fight. Again.
There's one. I'm saying there's no one I can see.
Correct.
Gotcha. You see this shadowy figure run up and tuck themselves between two stalls, and they are going to take the dodge action.
Okay.
Then, Jake, it is your turn.
Great.
Quip tags in.
Taking Jake's character spot?
Taking Jake's character spot.
Okay.
That works for me, man. You
So
got 5 health.
the audience just sees Quip vanish from his seat. And Jake's character, who was
Bill.
4 bills in a trench coat, reappear on the side of him.
Okay.
We really did it out there, Bills. That's
and then
Grandpa Bill.
Oh, okay. I was like, Bill sound like this. What are you doing?
I'm the old Bill.
I'm the old Bill.
So,
I'm Michael Caine.
wait. So, but now my value is a 4, right?
As the wild card, you're taking their spot in the initiative, but I'm going to say you can play whatever card number you want.
Okay, cool.
Queen.
I'm a queen.
Cool.
pretty easy.
Za.
You're Joker. That's your point. That's the point of you.
Hell yeah. So for the first time ever, the audience who can see me, or at least like you guys who can see me pull out and reveal the punchline. And I don't think I'm going to do anything fancy. I just think I'm going to fucking hit him. Just
Okay.
Sometimes that's really all you need.
So normally, because they took the dodge action.
Yes. So I'm ranging. That's a 21 to hit.
21 hits.
Wings sprout from my back, and I get those, like, caterpillar Mothra fangs
Nice.
as I transform partially, pull out my shield. Boom. Did 21 hit?
Yes, 21 hit.
Hot.
21 hot.
At hot eye.
19 damage.
Okay. This character takes 19 damage.
Alright. Finish him off. And then I will attack a second time.
Okay.
Nat 20!
Thank goodness.
Which means they have to make a DC con saved or be knocked prone. And I get an extra attack. Woo! That is 22 damage.
22. It drops, and you see a foppish Jack
Alright.
crumpled on the ground. Like, please stop hitting me. Stop hitting me.
Apology accepted.
And you gain another 2 cards.
Cool, and then I pop back up in my chair.
Okay.
Ooh, that was fun. I got in the mix a little bit. That was nice. And then I look around to share the moment with someone, and I'm by myself, so it's kind of sad.
Yeah. All right, that was Jake's turn.
Yay.
So another one of the hearts cards is going to spawn onto the field. And this character, there's no one visible for me to see. So they're going to stay where they are. Actually, they're going to move to behind a tent and take the dodge action.
Okay, fair.
And then the same will be true for the next 3 NPCs that spawn.
What are we doing out there? I don't know. Where are they? I don't know.
1 charges in, 2 of them kind of hide to the side.
Alright.
Then it is Shawnee Poo Poo's turn.
What are you doing?
I was just moving you away.
Why?
To run away.
Why?
So we don't lose, because this is the end.
Yeah, but we're currently losing, right?
No. We just took the lead.
You might have just taken the lead.
Now we have 11. You had 10.
I'm pretty sure I have 10.
Oh, yeah. If that math is mathing, then yeah.
Yes, that's why I said, now's the time to take
it's
over
10.
my character.
Cool.
Which,
That was a good move.
yeah, from a story point of view,
Yes.
is very cool.
So,
He said humbly.
my character will teleport onto one of the buildings,
Okay.
get down low so she breaks line of sight with the enemies. So even if she was visible, they couldn't see her. And she remains invisible.
Cool. At this point, there's like a end buzzer sound like in a basketball game. And once more, the scoreboards read 10 and 11, and the queen scoreboard
Explode.
and the Queen of Hearts is just like, boo! And at this moment, Quip, sitting upon your, not throne per se, but commander's chair, the kind of dingy dented crown that sits upon your head. From Quip, all of you see an explosion of magic erupt from him.
Wow.
And when it calms down, you see that the crown is no longer dingy, but like a beautiful antique gold, jewel-crusted crown that has all of the like parts that would prong up are all bent over like a jester hat. Each one has like a little jingle bell on it. And before you, everybody, you see the wild card. And Alice turns to you and is like, well, we're going to have to fill out some new paperwork because you're no longer the Reckoning.
Oh, you damn right I'm not, Alice. And I'm going to just leap onto the middle of the arena and like, boom, superhero
and as you
land.
Everybody's like, is this a good thing? And you see like a contingent of the cards are like, yeah!
Yay!
Especially like you can note, and Nigel will note, the cards that Sven had been working with to try to get out of the Heart Kingdom. The Pikes seem kind of stoked about it. And you just hear the Queen go, I do not accept. And she wings up her, similar to you, like Gladiator jumps into the middle of the field with her broadsword, and the other queens come on and flank
Oh, I go on. I'm
her.
a queen.
Oh, sure.
Sure.
And they go to attack Quip.
And I will yell out, go!
And that's what we'll call it for this episode.
All
Yay!
right.
Oh, guys, I
As
did
we
it!
enter the
Got it.
final
Fucking
showdown.
wild card!
You did it.
I'm gonna kill all you guys! Not you guys, those guys!
Yeah, all those guys.
Malice in Wonderland stars Jake DiBlasi, Sean Dougherty, Monica Galarza, Ted Sikora, and Celine Trella. Theme song by Ryan Logan. Score by Jake DiBlasi, Rafael Miranda, Justyn Trella, and Kevin O'Leary. Edited by Sean Dougherty. Audio produced by Celine Trella. You can follow us on Instagram at Legends Rerolled or at facebook.com/Legends Rerolled. Like, subscribe, follow, and be sure to pay your artists.
You have 3 rounds of combat to win as many cards as you can. Cards on the field are hidden. When a card is knocked to 0 HP, they and their attacker are revealed. Whoever has the higher number with those cards.
All right, so season
Tide's coming in,
5.
dude.
That's your voice.
Oh, I can do it
That's your
forever,
character
man.
voice for season 5.
Yeah, well, he's an NPC for sure.
That 5 for sure, man.
Because you can't do it forever.
Tide's rolling in, dude. Dig me out.
We're having a good time, guys.
You made me experience high tide.
You so totally rock, Squirt.